Hi friends, you must be knowing how to use the normal VLOOKUP, means compare two columns and extract a value. For example, here employee ID, then department ID, okay. In another table there is employee ID, like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and department ID okay. So this is the table. In another table, suppose the values are shuffled: 4 5 6 1 2 3 7 8 9. We need the department ID in this table by comparing the first table. So in the VLOOKUP, how we write is equal to VLO, then it is showing VLOOKUP. Double click on this, then lookup value means we have to search this 4 5 6, then type a comma, then select the first table. So we want to compare the employee ID value in the second table with the employee ID value in the first table and extract the corresponding department ID. Okay. Now let's input a comma and column index. See, column C is column number 1, column D is column number 2. We want to extract the department ID, so it should be 2. Now type the digit 2, then type comma and type 0. Okay. Close the braces, press enter. Now this value is extracted. You can see here for the employee ID 456, the department ID is 9875 here. Now select this value 9875, put the mouse cursor like this on the right hand side corner of the cell. You can see a cross mark. Now drag it. Is it showing the correct value? No. Why so? Just see. For this value, this table is selected. Let's go to the next one. Double click on it. What it is doing? It is incrementing this C6 D8. So one extra row is coming. It is not taking the exact table. It is incrementing the rows. Next, again 2 more rows are incremented, but the first 2 rows where 1 2 3 and 4 5 6 are there, these two are not taken. So how to resolve this? Click on the first one where the 9875 value is there. Double click on it, and for this C, before C, type a dollar. After C, type a dollar. Before D, type a dollar. After D, type a dollar, so that this value will remain same. If you drag it, it will not increment. 5 will never be 6, 7 will never be 8. Now select the value 9875, put the mouse cursor like this so that the cross mark will be displayed. Now drag it, just check it, the table is displayed, in the formula. It is not incrementing. That's why all the values are coming correctly. For 456 9875 department ID, see here 456 9875, 123 7536, 123 7536, 789 8756, 789 8756. So this is the simple way. But there are some requirements where what we need to do, there will be third column. Okay, active yes or no. Okay, yes, no, yes. Let me just copy paste these values. Let me select these values, Control C, right click, paste special values. I am taking all the values. Now in the second table, let's have this column active. Now just see, this employee 123 was there in some other department. 123 in a department 7123. Now he is transferred to a different department, so that ID in that department is inactive. Okay, and let's type something else. 129.831 10029600. Okay, let's copy this 789 here. This person, this employee ID 789 was there in some other department. Now the ID is inactive. So if we want to know the active values in the second table, can we compare only the employee ID? Can we compare? It's not possible. Okay, so in that case what do we need to do? These two tables are given to you. It means the employee ID 456 for the department ID 9875, what is the current status? Yes or no, active or inactive? Means we have to compare these two with these two columns in the first table. How we are going to do this? For that, we will add one extra column here. Okay, I am giving a name combination 1, and the second table will add similar column combination 2. Okay, now in combination 1 just type is equal to, select this employee ID value 123, type ampersand sign, then select the value 7536 in the department ID, press enter. Okay, so 1237536, that is getting combined here through the ampersand operator. Now put the mouse cursor like this so that the plus sign will be displayed. Now drag it. Okay, do the similar thing in the combination 2 column. Is equal to, select 456, type ampersand, select 9875, press enter. Now select it and put the mouse cursor like this and drag it. Okay, so this combination 1 column contains the combination of employee ID and department ID of first table. This combination 2 column contains the combination of employee ID and department ID of second table. Now what we are going to do? We are going to compare the combination 2 column with the values in the combination 1 column and get the result in the column active. Let's do the VLOOKUP. VLO, double click on VLOOKUP, select the value in the combination 2 column, type comma, select this combination 1 and active column, all the values in the first table, type 2. Why 2? We have selected combination 1 and active, so this is a table. So combination 1 column is column number 1, active column is column number 2. Now type 0, close the braces, press enter. Now change these values. Before D, let me double click here. Before D, type a dollar value. After D, type a dollar value. Before E, type a dollar value. After E, type a dollar value. Press enter. Now select this cell, put the mouse cursor like this so that the cross mark will be displayed. Now drag it. Got it? Now we can see employee ID 456 with department ID 9875. See here, 456 9875, here 456 9875. The value is no here, so the value is no here in the second table. Coming to 123 7536, in the first table. What is the value? The value is yes. So here in the second table the value is yes. But in the first table, what we saw, 123 is there 2 times. Here also it is there with a different department. Okay, and it is inactive for the department. The value is no. Here 123 in the second table, 123 7123, the value is no. So in this way we are comparing the employee ID and department ID of the second table with the employee ID and department ID of the first table and getting the value in the active column, the values of the active column here in the second table. So this much from my side. Please let me know if this was useful. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you.